Hey Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching Books I'm Not Reading. Today I'm here to do a little Friday Reads video and just some bookish chat for you. The first thing we do have to talk about is the weather. So it's a 3-day weekend here in the States. I'm so happy. I had a really long stressful week at work. Got a lot of good things happened, but it was just I feel a bit like a washcloth that's just been like twisted and like all that gray dirty water is coming out of it. So a nap is definitely on tap for today. But yeah, this weekend I'm going to be putting up some of my fall decorations like this. This is one of my favorites. Because on Saturday, the high is supposed to be somewhere between 96 and 98 degrees Fahrenheit. But next week, we are supposed to get snow. Now, I have experienced some September snowstorms in this city, this particular place that I live. And one of them, I mean, it's just so bad because the trees are all still leafed out with green. I mean, they have the leaves haven't started to turn yet when it comes this early in September. And so I remember the last really bad storm we had in September. We woke up to the sound of branches breaking off. There were lines down everywhere, and we spent most of the day at home with no power. So I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully, you know, that won't be the case. Hopefully it's a small amount of snow, but I'm like, well, I guess if we're going to go straight from summer into winter, better get the fall decorations out. And I really need to start on that Halloween garland. Yeah, so I have so much going on. And this weekend I also have a lot of reading to do. For Shaketube, this week I am reading Romeo and Juliet. Some of you of a certain generation will recognize that movie cover. And Much Ado About Nothing. So I always want to say that when I come to Shakespeare, I feel really rusty, but that would imply that at some point in the past I would come to Shakespeare and feel loose and like just be able to like dive right in. But no, that is not the case. So reading 2 Shakespeare plays in 1 week is quite ambitious for me, even though I did read this in high school. And this is a school edition. It's an old Scholastic that I found in a little free library, but I just love, I think Olivia Hussey was so beautiful as Juliet. And so even though we own another copy of Romeo and Juliet, I'm like, I have to have this. So anyway, so this has been a reread, and then this is the first time I've ever read Much Ado About Nothing. I have seen the Kenneth Branagh film adaptation many times, which is helping me some, but I definitely can feel it when like there were parts that were edited out for the film. So that's been interesting. Jason and I have been reading some of the passages to each other, some of the dialogue between Beatrice and Benedict, which has been a lot of fun. And but I've got to finish both of these tonight, tomorrow early morning, so that I can make a video after I watch Jason and Rainey's videos about those plays. They are the moderators hosting those particular plays this week of Shaketube. And the other thing I am reading or trying to read is If I Die in a Combat Zone by Tim O'Brien. This is Tim O'Brien's memoir of his time in Vietnam. And I am reading this as part of Curious Adventure, which is a year-long project to try to read more nonfiction. And so I've really, let's see, how far am I in this? I'm only about 25, 26 pages in. So it would be nice if I could make a dent in this. However, next week, for Shaketube, I will be reading Richard II, which is the first history play I've ever read. And I have been very encouraged by some of your comments about Richard II. I'm a little bit terrified because I've never read a history play before. So unless you count Julius Caesar in high school, and I think Jason told me that's counted as a tragedy. So, yeah. So there's just a lot. There's a lot going on, and it's going to be Labor Day weekend, and a lot of people are going to be hanging out together. And Jason and I will be hanging out together alone, as basically that's how it's been since mid-March. So school started September 2nd, so between that and Labor Day, I'm thinking 2.5 weeks from now, things are going to be pretty wild, pretty intense here, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. Anyway, I'd love to hear about what you're reading this weekend, if you're participating in Shaketube, and I certainly hope that you are. Let me know what you're doing for Shaketube, and yeah, do you have where you live, do you have snowstorms in September? So I will do, if we do get snow, which it seems likely at this point, but that's still a few days out. So if we do get snow, I do promise that I'll post, I will do my best to get video footage for all of you. So take care, BookTube. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.